might be a bit of a cliche, but I think it's the people. And I'm sort of talking from my personal experience over the time that I've been here. Because of my job, I count myself lucky to come across quite a good cross-section, I think, of the firm, because I haven't sat in firm-wide learning for all the time that I've been here. I was in internal client services learning before that, but even so, just the variety of people I meet on training courses from different areas of the business, different departments. And I would say, hand on heart, even though it's also my day-to-day team that I work with as well, it's the people that I enjoy connecting with and working with. I mean, I think it's one of those things that I couldn't and I wouldn't be somewhere for this length of time if it wasn't for those sorts of relationships. But equally, it's not just about the relationships, because you can have fantastic relationships in anywhere that you work, but if you haven't got variety, if you haven't got challenge in what you do day to day, and indeed the opportunity to do things that you really love doing, that I know relationships are important, but that's not going to be enough to keep you there. So I think it's a meeting of all of those things: the relationships, it's the challenge and variety in the job that I do and that the firm gives me, and it's also the opportunities as well, because I haven't done the same thing for 8 years, and it's interesting, whenever as time's gone on, as my career's evolved, and I sort of thought about, I would love to do more of a particular thing. So for example, in the past couple of years, I've really realised I want to do a lot more stuff in the corporate social responsibility area, and then lo and behold, opportunities come up, and it is up to me to grab them. I think it's up to any individual to grab the opportunity when it presents itself. But it's the right place, right time, and those opportunities come up and you grab them, and those are the things I think that really make us different as an organisation. It's one of those things that isn't until you actually join the firm, get in the door, or go behind the curtain, whatever you want to call it, you realise just how much we do. And there's still jobs in the firm, I haven't got a clue what some people do and what's actually out there, and they haven't got a clue what I do, what's actually out there. So I think it would surprise people, the variety of roles that we have, and also what it takes to, how can I put it, I want to use the word maintain a beast like Deloitte. Probably not the best way to describe it. It's a great beast. I hate that, a great beast. But I think that's what would really surprise people, is just the variety of roles. And also I think what would surprise people sometimes is it's not just about roles that exist, but it's about roles that you can create. Because you can have potentially a role that you put your hand up for. It could be something quite small, but depending on how things evolve, how the company's growing, that role could change and morph into something completely different. So I think that would be something that would surprise people. There are people who have been here for donkey's years. That would be the surprise, but then it's no surprise when you actually think about the variety and the opportunity and the options that there are. So whilst on the face of it you could be a lifer, which we were talking about the other day, you either join and decide, oh no, not for me, and you go, or you become a lifer. So whilst there might be people who look, their life is on the face of it, but actually when you look at the journey, the different things that they've been involved in, that's actually what's kept them here.